Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. I'm G.I. Joe. Welcome back to another Main Event Minute. So I suppose all is well that ends well on Monday Night Raw as it concluded with Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Finn Balor embracing in the center of the ring, thus reestablishing the faction's sense of unity. Now there is an Irish priest joke to make somewhere in there, but I think that might be a little too high for YouTube, so if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to go ahead and tiptoe around that one for now. But you gotta think that with Finn Balor's eyes set firmly on Seth Rollins and Vengeance for that matter, and Senor Money in the Bank Damian Priest just waiting in the shadows with that briefcase, this is inevitably going to blow up in everyone's faces, and I can't wait for that to happen. Because let's face it, if you've been paying attention to the WWE for the last 60 years or so, this is just what happens. Factions don't last forever. Look around at the present day WWE's landscape. Look at the bloodline. This is what happens, alright? And while I did say I can't wait for it to happen, I am also just enjoying the ride because, frankly, I think the Judgment Day is f***ing awesome. But on a much more positive note, the Golden Lovers are making their debut next week on Blood and Guts as they're set to take on the Blackpool Combat Club, which are joined by a returning Pac. Now this is cool on a couple different reasons. One, just for the sake of continuity. The Elite are the ones that took out Pac, so it makes sense that Pac wants some revenge on them, but also, it's the Blackpool Combat Club, and they've been missing that British element ever since William Regal departed, so it's good to see Pac taking up the mantle for Bryan Danielson and taking on the Golden Elite, which, speaking of, Kota Ibushi, every time he's in the ring, especially with Kenny Omega, be it an ally or an opponent, it's magic. So if you've never seen Kota Ibushi in New Japan or in the Cruiserweight Cup in the WWE a few years back, then buckle up because you're in for a hell of a ride. Now if you'll excuse me, I just want to take a moment to talk to Bianca Belair 1v1. It'll just take a minute, I promise. Bianca, I know you're watching this, girl, and I'm with you 100%, okay? Adam Pearce deserves to lose his job over the way he's been fumbling your rematch clause, your rightful rematch clause that's in your contract. Now, if you gotta ban people from ringside and threaten suspensions or firings, frankly, if they're gonna show their mugs at ringside in your rightful rematch, then so be it. Make it a steel cage match if we have to. You deserve a 1v1 rematch. Now, Charlotte Flair, I feel like she's only in this story to pad her stats and to get closer to her father's 16 title reigns. And probably at SummerSlam, we're going to get some kind of triple threat, and she'll probably win. But Bianca, I'm not going to stop on this show week after week. Justice for Bianca. Put it at the bottom, please. There you go. I want justice for Bianca Belair every single week. I'm not going to stop until not a triple threat, but a rightful 1v1 rematch with no chicanery, no outside interference, no damage control, no miss money in the bank luring over your head. I just want I would just want fairness. Is that too much to ask for in the WWE these days, just fairness? I think so. I think it's too much to ask for, but I'm not going to stop asking for it. I'm getting all hot and sweaty, I'm getting bothered by it. It really upsets me. But I'll tell you where there was justice on Collision as Ricky Starks won the Owen Hart Cup by defeating CM Punk. Now, this is the role that CM Punk should be in, right? CM Punk should be at this stage of his career, putting over the younger talent. You want to build Collision up, you want to build the roster up, you want to give back to the business that's given you so much, then this is the way to do it. Ricky Starks is on the rise. CM Punk is already well established. It's not going to hurt him to lose to Ricky Starks. And I kind of like the way that Ricky won. Although I would have liked it clean, I like the nod to Owen Hart. So I understand both sides. People are like, oh, you should have beat CM Punk clean. But, you know, it was a nod to Owen Hart beating his brother that way, grabbing onto the rope. So I like that aspect. You know, CM Punk's a good student of the game. So that was deliberate. That was planned. Ricky Starks, man, he's on the rise. I can't wait to see what happens next, and I want to see CM Punk kind of get into like a real deep-heated feud. I think that's when he's best utilized, when he's got a chip on his shoulder, so to speak, and we can really see him go to work on the stick. But the tape machines are rolling. We are desperately out of time. I'll catch you guys next week on the Main Event Minute.